Yes, what's up? How you doing? From wherever you are catching me from, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and of course, good night. It just doesn't matter where you're watching this from. Super excited, of course, to be here. There is nothing that really makes me happy like each time I come through and you guys are here. There is no time that I feel really proud of myself more so when I'm in front of the camera. I always feel good. I feel excited. I feel nice if I'm going to be sharing knowledge. Of course, each time I come here, have you ever noticed that if you're teaching something, the more you keep teaching it is basically also the same way how you also learn. Yeah, this is what we're going to be talking about. Let me first put it there as I check my computers and I check the sound and I see if everything is moving on smoothly. Yeah, so this is what we're going to be talking about, and you guys, you should be thanking the internet. Yeah, you should be sound is really beautiful. You should be thanking the internet because right now you get a lot of information just when you're in your bedroom. We have now AI, we have different technologies whereby, as long as you want to get to know about something, you just sit and then all the information gets to you in a blink of an eye. So let's thank the internet for that. That you have people maybe who share your same mind, or you want to get knowledge, and then people come and tell you about these things. There are different people I've seen. Initially, when we were growing up, let me first go there. Yeah, when we were growing up, of course, they used to tell us a lot of things. Maybe our elders could come and they tell us, "You're not supposed to be doing that. You're not supposed to be doing this. You're not supposed. This is how you're supposed to be doing some of the things." And most of the things they used to tell us, we used to take some of them lightly. That now that the more you keep growing, and the more exposure you get and the more you get to understand life. So me, because I have my son and I'm a single dad, I always stay with my son 24 hours. Yeah, 24 hours, 7 days. The only time we are known together is when maybe he has gone to school, just like now. Time check in Uganda, I think it is 11:27. Yeah, East African time. So now I feel good that I keep sharing information. Some of these things I want him to grow up, and maybe if I'm not there and he wants to get knowledge and he wants to know about something, instead of using AI, which will be there, which is more intelligent than us, but because it is artificial intelligence, it is just artificial. Sometimes it is unrealistic, given the fact that they are working so hard that it can be that realistic. Yeah. So today, the topic that we're going to be talking about, or something that I felt that I wished, to share. And this has also been on my mind. I think 2 days, yeah. At your age, this is what I would do, yeah, differently. Add on differently. This is what I'll do differently if I was your age. I noticed in the analytics that most of the guys who come here, they are between the age of 25 to 36, and then we have the other bunch, which is from 35 to 44. Yeah, so I've been between 25 to 34. Yeah, and again I'm between 35 to 44. But there are things that I wish maybe I would do differently if I am your age. And basically, most of the times when I tell you things I would do differently, is they are the same things that I feel like I should also do differently, or I wish I did between the age of maybe 18, 16 to 35. And those are the things that I feel like I really want to share and I want us to talk about. And some of these things, if you work on them, I'm telling you, if you work on them, a lot of things are going to be changing in your life. All of us live basically to be successful and help other people. We want our families to be okay. We want our relatives, our family, our friends to all be okay, and even ourselves to be okay with the people that we have to take responsibility for. So me, the time I've spent alone being off grid, yeah, being off grid, which I love so much, being off grid and not interacting so much. I've gotten a lot of knowledge, yeah. I've gotten a lot of knowledge. I've noticed one thing, that the more you keep interacting with people, the more time you spend with people or in noisy places, yeah, you do not get enough knowledge with you. Most of these things are in us. We have a lot of knowledge with us. We don't even have to be told. We don't have to be shown that this is how things are supposed to be done. No, most of the knowledge we have, the only thing we are supposed to do is at least have that alone time. If you get the alone time when you're alone, yeah, you can discover, you can get solutions. Basically, you can get solutions of things that you really wanted to solve. You can get the solutions if you spend some time alone. And maybe that time you're not supposed to be scrolling, you're not supposed to be listening to music, you're not supposed to be in clubs. Have you noticed most of the people keep saying that when you're in the toilet, yeah, when you're in the toilet and you're there alone, like everything you think about is really, really, really very important in your life because you're there alone. You're not with your phone, just like in the recent AI generation, which they call the 21st generation. Most of the people go to the toilet with their phones. But when you're there alone and you're having a problem and maybe you want to solve it, you solve it way more better when you're in the toilet and you're there alone. And whatever solution you come up with, it basically works. Have you noticed that? And away from that, when you fast and you don't eat food, let me say you don't take food for like okay, let me say like 18 hours, then and you're really really broke and you've not eaten, you're fasting. Let me tell you, if you're having a problem and you need a solution, most of the times the solution that you come up with is basically the perfect one. It always works. It always works. For some reason, it always works because now you're in what we call a survival mode. And whenever you are in a survival mode, basically you're looking for a solution out. And when you're looking for the solution out and you don't have people to look up to, you don't have anyone to help you because I told you, no one is coming to to save us. It is all up to us. It is all up to us. It is either us doing it for ourselves or no one is going to be doing it for ourselves. Yeah, so that is one thing that I've also learned. So now, what are some of the things I would have done really differently? Yeah. Some of the things, because there was no technology and how we grew up, everything we could get examples from either our parents. If it's not from our parents, maybe we're supposed to get from the elders or from the people in our community. But now, growing up, yeah, as I told you yesterday, that the more you grow up, the more you discover some of the things I would have done differently if I was your age. First of all, the number one thing I would do, I told you nowadays I don't come with a script. Everything, when I start talking, things just keep coming to me, and I just feel like I want to share. If I was your age, I would take a little bit of more risks. I'll take more risks. I'll try out new things. Yeah. That is new things, new things. Yeah. I'll try out new things. I would experiment. Yeah. So that is almost one point. Number one thing I'll do if I was your age, basically, I'll take a little bit of more risks. I'll do things that I feel like, I feel like maybe I wouldn't be comfortable with. I would go take the risks. I'll try out new things. Yeah. If maybe they said, if you do this, this can work out. Maybe now for this generation, you want to do maybe foreign exchange. Maybe you want to try out social media. Maybe I would try everything if I was of the age of maybe 9, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10 till 35. I would try out new things almost on a daily. I see what is it that works. If people say they can be successful in sports, I'll try it out. If maybe people say forex trading can really work out, I'll try it. Because by that age, between the age of maybe 7, yeah, I'm taking it so low because at that age, in the current situation that we are in with the environment, basically you can do anything with with the privilege of internet that we are having. I would try out everything. I would try out new things. I would basically risk. I would basically experiment. Why is it that I would do it at this age? I would experiment, by the way, up to the age of 35. I would still be experimenting. Why am I saying that I would be experimenting? Even where you are, yeah, it doesn't matter which kind of career you're having. Me, I would say it is very good right now, to experiment, try out new things, and take risks because basically you have less to lose. In case things don't work out, you just get to learn that, that hasn't worked out for me, and then you try out something new. And if it works out nice for you, there is no one who has experimented and maybe they have totally failed, no? because you have all this age gap, that in case this fails, I would handle something different. In case this fails again, still I would handle something again new. So it is very, very important what I would do differently if I was your age at this time. I would risk, I would try out new things, I would experiment, I would, why? Because when you reach at the age, there is that age that we get to, and you cannot really try out new things. Basically, it is the things that you experimented, or the things that you did initially, or the things that you did first, that now you know that can really work. This is what we talked about yesterday. For the people who missed the live yesterday, you should go watch it. It was really very, very beautiful, and we were talking about why I am scared, because now the things that I'm telling you right now are basically the things maybe I would have done initially. I did not experiment. I basically ventured into one thing, given the fact that I did piloting, I did medical laboratory, and at the same time I also did journalism. But I really went into journalism, yeah, and TV hosting for a long period of time, that I did not give myself an opportunity of trying out new things. So now I'm experimenting things, and I'm doing things, and I'm taking up risk at the time when I'm supposed to be settled. So you will not get any other person to tell you about these things. Yeah, you will not get a human being, because most of you would go in for AI. You yeah, you would go in for AI, and then you're asking AI different questions, and you're like, how am I supposed to do this? How can this be done better? How can I, and you're asking AI, which is not a real human being. Real human being goes through real experience of things. So because we go through the real experience of things, we are in a better position, because even when it comes to AI, it is just fed the data. Yeah, data is just fading, and the more we keep asking it, and then the more we keep answering some of the questions, then maybe it better understands us. So now, right now, what I am doing, because me, I always want to discuss me, and I don't want to discuss other people. I don't like to be doing gossip. Yeah, so because it is me, I always want to give examples about me. So at your age right now, if you are watching, I would experiment, I would do new things, I would risk, because you're going to reach a time, yeah, everything, every risk we are going to talk about, I'm going to be telling you the later stage where you reach, and you feel like, I wish I took up that. I wish I risked maybe a little bit more. I wish maybe I experimented a little bit more. So now this is the thing. Now, then, I did not risk a lot of things. I felt like I could handle everything, and I felt like I was in control of everything. So, what I did a lot of what is called delegation. I could give the task to the people whom I felt they could do them better. So now I'm at the point in my life that now I want to risk more, I want to experiment more, I want to do new things a little bit more, but I'm doing it at a critical moment. Yeah, I'm doing it at a critical moment. Like most of the people, they tell them, you could go out and, go to the doctors and do what we call a thorough checkup. And then you look at your organs. How are they doing for when it comes to the women? Maybe go check out your breast cancer, check out, those common things that people get. Yeah. So because we don't go for thorough checkups when we are maybe 40 or 50, now we are going in for the checkup, and guess what, they are telling you you're having stage 4 of this given cancer, something that you didn't know. So the something happens in real life that we do not want to experiment things. We want to be in control of things. We want to do things that we understand, and we leave the things that we don't understand. And sometimes some of these things feel like, we are going to be putting in a lot. But one thing I've learned over the years, the more you do something, most of the time when you get a new task and you're learning something new, when you're starting it, sometimes it's very hard. Yeah. When you're starting something new, it is very, very hard. But the more you keep doing it, it becomes so easy, and you feel like, yeah, I can do this a million times. Like, let me say, me being here and talking to you, when my son is at school, I just switch on my camera, switch on my laptop, switch on, the microphone, and then, I switch on the sound card, and I start talking. Yeah. So because I've done it very many times, so much of you people or most of you would feel like that is so hard. But when you do it the first time, the second time, the third time, and the fourth time, then the more you keep doing it, it becomes a little bit easy for you. Yeah. It becomes easy for you. Just like when you go to the new job, sometimes you feel like, you have to get prepared a little bit more. Maybe you have to be smart. Maybe there are those things that you're supposed to be doing. It feels a little bit hard, yeah, the first time. But the more you keep doing it, before you know it, it is so easy. Maybe you want to do editing, maybe you want to do graphics designing. The first time you're doing it, it is really, really hard. But the more times you keep doing it, it becomes very easy. Before you know it, even when you wake up very early in the morning, you do it faster, first, and you're done with it. So now, the advantages of risking, experimenting, and doing things when you're still younger is that you still have an opportunity. Yeah, you still have an opportunity that in case that fails, you can jump onto something else. But when you grow a little bit older, it will be very hard for you to try out new things because your brain reasons differently. Your hobbies are a little bit rigid. Everything is rigid. Like you feel like you're comfortable with some things because you did not experiment a lot of things for some of them to become easy for you. So now, if I was your age at this time, now when we are talking on the 29th of the 7th month, of course, 2026, I would experiment. I would do a lot of new things to see where can I really be comfortable. Now, because I did not do those things, right now I'm doing those things and I'm risking a little bit more than when I used to, but I'm risking again at a critical moment. Just like how I told you, you cannot go in a hospital and then you go for those tests and then they tell you you're having maybe grade 4 cancer, and now you cannot go back because it is already there. You've not been doing a thorough body checkup of your organs to see the conditions they are in. So if I was your age at this point now, what I would do, I would experiment more, I would risk more, and I would do, because I'm in that situation. I told you everything that I come to talk about here. I'm in that situation. So now I'm risking a little bit more, and I'm at the critical moment. I'm at stage 4 of cancer, but again, I'm trying out new things. So that is really very, very bad. So I feel like maybe if you're younger, it is way better for you, to risk and check out where are you more comfortable. Some of those things I'm just doing right now. Then number 2, which I wish maybe if I was a little bit younger. Let me just read for you this one here. This I'm going to just read for you. And maybe, okay. And maybe if you understand it, maybe you could get it a little bit better. Now, this is going to be going, if you are a man, maybe between 18 to 35, don't skip, yeah? So let me just read. I just want to read for you this one here. The reason why I just want to read this one here is because I felt like it was touching and maybe you could get it. If you are a man between the age of 18 to 35, listen carefully. I'm not talking to you like a motivational speaker. I'm talking to you like a brother, yeah? The one who's been through it and just wants to save you the pain. Nobody really sits us down and tells us this. Life just keeps pushing until, yeah, we learn, or until we break. So read this slow, no shouting, no preaching, just the truth. Yeah, I told you I'm going to just be reading this. Um, don't choose women, build fast. Let the right one walk beside you. So if I am your age right now, I feel like even if it was chasing the women, that would be the last thing to do. Yeah. Don't chase the women. Don't chase the men. Yeah. Don't, as of this age. There, I've been there and I've done it. So I'm talking out of experience, and everything I'm telling you, truthfully, it is the truth. Yeah. Because whatever we do between the age of maybe 18, to 25, we will have to pay the consequences, the results, and the repercussions of the things that we've done with our lives when we were still teenagers. Most of the people who are watching me right now, maybe they are already, maybe they are already married, maybe they are already having kids, and now you cannot turn back, you know, the clocks of time. Why? Because you already have kids, just like me. That now I cannot turn that back. Now that I'm a single dad, maybe you're a single mom, you cannot turn that back. You already did that mistake, and you're supposed to face the consequences, the repercussions, and the results of your actions. So you imagine now you're 40, but you did those mistakes, yeah, when you were 18, in your 20s and 30s, you went, getting kids almost every angle, left, right, and center. Let me tell you, now the time will reach, now the time that I'm in, that I want to do what is called building. Now I want to start building, but I'm building with now a kid that I'm having, and I'm supposed to take responsibility of, now that he's 4 years and I've been with him since he was 1 year. So now I'm taking risks. I told you I'll be taking you in front, a little bit back, and in the current. So I'm taking responsibility of him right now, but it is at the same time that I'm taking responsibility. Thank God that I only have one. I'm taking responsibility, but again, remember, now I'm taking risks which I would have done the time before, when I was between 18 to 30, maybe 35, that I would have been experimenting. Now I'm experimenting and taking risks at the time, still again, when I'm taking responsibility of my son. So that means I'm a little bit late, but again, not late. Yeah, you get my point. I'm a little bit late, but again, not yet late, because now I've started building. I'm building, but you cannot tell me you are building, but again, experimenting things, and you're doing something new. You want to see how this works, or does it work, or it doesn't work, at the time when I'm supposed to be building. And guess what? Whatever mistakes that I did when I was 20, in my 20s and my 30s, I'm paying the repercussions and the consequences of my actions when I was that age. Now I want to build, but remember, again, I'm taking responsibility of a kid when I'm supposed to be building. I don't know whether you have picked that really very carefully. So now let's keep on. I just felt like reading this to you, yeah? So you chasing men or chasing women at that age, yeah, you will reach the time when you want to build, and now you cannot build, or it is becoming a little bit hard, like how it is happening for me, that I'm taking risks, but again, I want to build. So those two, they are not supposed to be moving together, but it doesn't mean that it can fail or it cannot work out. It can always work out. Let me keep on. Let me listen to this very carefully. Yeah, there is nothing wrong with wanting love, but chasing someone before you've built yourself is dangerous. Yeah, there is nothing wrong with wanting love or chasing someone before you've built yourself. Most of the people keep on saying that, when someone gets you when you are broke, yeah, it is way better, than when you've made it. But now, me, I changed that. I'm like, no, I want to build my life. And after building my life, maybe that is the time when I'm going to go an extra mile to look for love. That is very, very crucial, because most of the people do it vis-a-vis, or they do it the reverse way. That most of the people, before they can build themselves, before they can work on themselves, before they can put up something maybe in their name, yeah, now they are looking for love. And when they look for love, yeah, it used to work them times. Yeah, it used to work them times, that, in case someone gets you when you're broke, and they stick with you, and when you make it, you've been with them, maybe you respect them more, maybe, you feel you have that attachment with them. But now, with me, with the experience that I'm going in, I'm telling my son, I'm telling you, Tyler, I'm telling you, yeah, I know right now you're 4 years, you're younger, but this information is basically yours. And goes out to also my friends. Before you can look for the so-called love, and you want to be in a relationship, it's very important. At least you first build yourself. Yeah, build yourself first, make yourself comfortable. Then you can look for love. Now that I have grown, yeah, now I feel like maybe that time when I was like, I want to get a kid, I want to do this, maybe it was wrong. Maybe I would have done the things that I'm doing right now, that now I want to build myself. Maybe I would have started there, then come again, maybe go back, then look for, get kids and maybe get someone to love me. Maybe also get someone to love. So that is also very crucial. I told you, let's go back to the thumbnail or the title we are having today. And of course, it's saying your age, at your age, this is what I would do differently. And the things that I'm telling you, man, these are the things that I'm going through. And I felt like I want to share these things so that when my son grows and he wants to watch some of these videos, and maybe his friends, then they could watch these videos that I'm doing right now, and they get to know what I would have done at their age. It doesn't matter how you old you are, whether you're 45, whether you're 20, or you're in your teen age. Yeah, it basically applies to you all. So let's come back. I keep reminding you of the topic so that even if you've just come through, you get to know what we are talking about. Yeah. So I stopped at this is where I stopped when I was reading to you. I was saying that there is nothing wrong with wanting love, but chasing someone before you've built yourself is dangerous. So now let's keep on. So this is what comes next. You start spending money you don't have. You start spending money you don't have. You start living for her attention or his attention instead of your purpose. Now, when it comes to that part, that is the part that really hurt me so much. That in the period of the time I worked, yeah, I've noticed that I've spent a lot of money. So you imagine yourself, you're in your 20s, yeah? You're in your 20s and maybe you've started making a little bit of money here and there. But because now you've chased relationships, you want to be in love, so you're going to spend. So when you reach my age, because I know I told you, for all of you who are watching, you're between 25 to 44 years. Yeah. You're between 25 to 44 years. So let's go back for the people who are 44 years. So you imagine in your 20s and the money you were making them days, and you were saving it, and you are looking, for your purpose, and you were doing the things that add value onto you, and you are not looking maybe for love, and you are not chasing girls or boys. So where would you be right now? I'm telling you, you would be so far. So they are the same things that I look at and I'm like, maybe I went wrong on that part, yeah. But it doesn't mean that we cannot correct it. We can correct it. So now of course, you start living for her attention, and of course, instead of your purpose. The right woman, the right man will reign you. You shall grow with you. So don't chase, build, and of course, you shall find who of course you shall find. Don't replace your purpose with cheap pleasure. That is very important. Don't replace your purpose with cheap pleasure. At this time that I'm here, of course, time check. It is 11:54. At this point, maybe I'll be chasing a woman. Maybe I'm with a woman. Maybe I'm cuddling. Maybe I'm in bed because it's very cold. Maybe doing all those things. But again, I've not gotten my purpose. I've not built my dream. I've not done the things that I feel like I want in life. Yeah. So at the end of the day, what is that? You're spending a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of energy, and you're with people that you don't know you will even spend the rest of your time with. So I feel like these are some of the things we have to correct when we are still a little bit younger. Yeah. So the endless scrolling, the empty distractions, they feel harmless, but slowly they drain your mind to avoid your effort and chase comfort instead. Listen to that. Let me repeat this. Yeah. The endless scrolling. We be on our phones scrolling. The empty distractions. things that distract us. Maybe there is a party, maybe you're on that phone call, you're on email, you're on Instagram, you're on all these other platforms. They feel harmless. That is true. Because from morning to evening, you're going to keep scrolling. Yeah. The whole entire day, you're going to keep scrolling. But they feel harmless. Me, that's how I used to feel. I could do that and it felt harmless. Thank God by that time there was no TikTok. So there was no TikTok, but I was on Facebook and I was on YouTube. But of course, they feel harmless, but slowly they train your mind to avoid effort. Yeah, they train your mind to avoid effort and chase comfort instead. You lose your anger, you lose your discipline, you lose your age, and one day you wake up feeling empty, even not even knowing why. That is what happens to us, man. You will scroll, and this is the thing that I keep telling you guys. Yeah, you wake up very early in the morning and you're scrolling. The first thing you're supposed to do when you wake up, even before you brush or wash your face, then you go through your phones. You want to see the email, what email has come through, what is on TikTok, what is on Instagram, what is on YouTube, what is on all these other platforms. Slowly by slowly, they are draining you. You feel comfortable. You feel like, it is okay. You can do those things. It is very, very fine. And they feel harmless, not until you reach at my age, where now I keep telling my people and I keep telling my friends that, you know what, man, as long as something doesn't add value to you, man, leave it. As long as it doesn't add value to it, don't watch it. As long as it is not educational, leave it. You watch things, listen to podcasts, listen, read things that add value onto you. So now I'm getting that, but I'm getting it in a critical moment that now I'm with my son and, he depends on me. There are bills to pay and it is supposed to be me being there for him. But now I'm changing, I'm risking. Basically, whatever I've told you above is what I'm doing right now, of which I would already have done those things. Right now, it feels harmless. I'm telling you, it feels harmless scrolling and, watching all these things. But you reach the time that I am in right now. I'm in right now. I'm in the time of, oh my God, it is called I don't know how should I call it. It is a time bomb. It is a time bomb. And basically, all the things I was supposed to be doing when I was in my 20s, I'm doing them right now. And I'm at a time bomb. So I'm not so sure whether whatever I'm maybe trying out, it will either work out or not work out. But I'm like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So each time that someone comes through, I want to put our topic, which is there. That is the topic. Yeah. So not even knowing why. Don't drink your pain away. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Some of the people want to distract themselves. You want to distract yourself, maybe by drinking, using dopamines, and you want to distract yourself because now you're in trouble. You're 35 years old right now. You're 35 years old. You're between 34 to 44. Now you're having kids. You want to do the things that I'm talking about, but again, you feel exhausted. So what do you resort to? Then you go into drinking, using dopamine. Maybe you're smoking and doing all those things. Yeah. If you're drinking because you're hurting, you're only delaying the pain. When it wears off, your problems are still sitting there waiting for you. Only now you have less money, less energy, and more regret. Pain isn't your enemy, bro, sister. No. Pain is just a life telling you something needs to change. Face it. Don't drown it. Face it. Don't drown it. Don't gamble your future hoping a miracle. Gambling teaches you to wait instead of work. That is something that we all keep doing. That is something that I also kept doing. Maybe I'm learning, but maybe I'm not where I used to be. Because right now, you're like, man, remember, whatever I'm telling you, it is running in series. And if you follow from where I started, you will get to know where we are right now. That now, because we feel now we are in trouble. Remember, where does that trouble start from? When we use our teenagers, 17, 18, 19, 16, 11. That is teens. Now we go in our 20s and then we make a lot of mistakes. We've had a lot of women, we've had a lot of girls, we've had a lot of kids. So now, whatever we got there, now it has to impact us directly or indirectly, but I'm telling you, it will be directly when we are in our 30s. And now we want to start building, but again, we have kids all over. So each penny you get, you're supposed to pay for school fees. You're supposed to you're supposed to support your family. You're supposed to do all these things because of the mistakes that we did when we were in our teens and 20s and 30s. But of course, these things can change. You keep scrolling on phone and you're watching things that don't add value onto you. This is something that I discovered at this age. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I was doing something wrong. So now, because I have someone who is dependent directly onto me, so now I'm taking risks. I'm trying out new things. I'm experimenting. Now I'm doing all these things. But again, I'm at a critical moment that the mistakes that I did then again have to impact me. You do not have to be in the position that I am in, man. You don't have to be in that position. You can change it. So now, again, you have all these kids, and again, you're still chasing for love before you can sort yourself. First, sort yourself out. I've been talking about these things in this live broadcast, this live stream, and I'm talking about them in phases. You can change. I'm in that position. I do these live streams because I want my son to grow up and he would watch them. And then he will know at every position he's in and things are basically not working out for him. And then he will go there and then he'll be like, Dad, what would Dad really do at this position? And he will find a video that will help him. This is the video that I want also you to help you. As I told you, that I can do a lot of things, but I feel I want to add impact. I want us to have a support system. That's why I put my WhatsApp number here. Then again, I put up my TikTok user account here because I wanted to interact. It is no longer about money. You reach a moment when it is not about money and it's about, that system you would have put up. We are continuing. I'm going to do this. It is 12:04. I'm going to do this until my son comes back from school. I'm talking to myself and I'm basically learning and I'm taking notes. Let me tell you, the things I'm talking about, don't be like after 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, you will come back and still watch the same things that you would stick around and you watched. I swear, these things add impact on you. Right now, as I told you, as we were coming from up to where we are, and they told you scrolling right now, and you're on one platform to another, from one video to another, but it doesn't add any impact on you, it will seem harmless. I'm in the position where I cannot do that right now. I cannot watch things that don't add value onto me. But that I would have done that then. But now I'm at a critical moment where I'm with my son that whatever I'm supposed to be doing has to be perfect. But now I'm risking. I would have been taking risks and then experimenting things where I had nothing to lose when I was in my 20s. Now I cannot do that. So now I felt like maybe let me come and I talk to you. These are personal things that I'm telling you. Maybe you can adopt, man. You can adopt, man. You can decide to live. It is very okay. But guess what? This same video, it will either be your daughter or your son, and they will tell you, you know what? And you will tell them, I was there. I watched it. I saw it. I was there when he was doing it 10 years later. I've done videos and they've come up back 15 years ago. So now I noticed that, I've been doing this content and it has kept coming back. And I'm like, let me do this for my kids. Let me do this for the people who will be watching. And it will not be money intent. Money intent, no. So at the end of the day, man, listen, watch. For the people who have just come in through now, this is what we are talking about. Look at this, read it, let it sink in. You tell me if it resonates with you. At your age, this is what I would do. And I add on what I would do differently. Let me keep on. I told you I'm going to be reading some of these, yeah? Of course, listen to this. Listen to this. Don't gamble your future hoping for a miracle. Don't gamble your future thinking of a miracle. I have a friend of mine who thinks that at any one point he will end up with a girl who is rich and then the future will be sorted. At some point when I was 15, I thought that could happen because we were watching a lot of movies and I thought maybe there will be a girl who will come and then everything changes. That's not how things work. Gambling teaches you to wait instead of work. Gambling teaches you to wait instead of work. You have to put in the work, man. I'm putting in the work right now. So for you, you feel like, maybe a miracle would happen. There are no miracles here, man. Everything you have to work for it. Everything is supposed to be genuine. You are sure of what your future will hold you when you put in the work. A miracle, things just happen. To hope instead of build. You're hoping instead of you building. Man, I'm doing this because I've noticed that, man, this is now me. I have a couple of channels. All of them are down right now. All of them. It was 1 down, 2 down, 3 down. Because I used to use other people. So now I've noticed that it's supposed to be me to wear the shoes and I'm supposed to be doing everything for myself. Let me repeat. Don't gamble your life hoping for a miracle. Maybe you'll get that man. Maybe you'll get that woman who is loaded and maybe everything will change. Gambling teaches you to wait instead of work, to hope instead of to build. But life doesn't reward luck. Life doesn't reward luck. This is not luck. Everything we do, we work for it. I told you. No one is coming to save us. It is us who is supposed to be doing it. It is us. It is upon us to do it. Let's not hope that, luck will catch me up and then maybe things will happen. Life rewards the man who knows. Life rewards the man. It rewards the woman who knows. It rewards a man, a woman who shows up every single day. Life rewards a woman, a man who shows up every day. They do the same thing. It doesn't matter what they do. Maybe they're having their kiosk. Maybe they're doing mobile money. Maybe they're doing juice. Maybe whatever they are doing. But it rewards those people who show up. I'm very happy that I'm doing these videos. That when my son grows up in 1 year or 2 years, he will watch this video. I'll tell him, watch that video. And he will notice that I was always showing up. He will know that I was doing a video every day. He will know that I dedicated myself. Even when there was no one watching, I was there and I was doing it and I was persistent. That's why we change the narrative. Life rewards the people who show up every day. It's not that they are going to show up today and tomorrow they're going to disappear. No, every day we show up. He will know that, life wasn't luck, it wasn't magic, because we showed up. Don't sell your soul for the first money. Shortcuts, scams, quick fixes. First money feels good in a moment, but it comes with fear that never sleeps. Yeah, you could be good at baiting, but it is scary. It is scary. I did that too. Everything I'm telling you, I did, man. I gambled it. I felt here it will work. But at the end of the day, they reach that time when you have to be realistic with yourself and you have to do it yourself. You have to do it yourself, man. No one is coming to save us, man. We have to do it ourselves. It is upon you, man, to be like, I'm doing it for myself. I'm not going to think of a man who is going to come and fund my lifestyle if you're a lady. No one is going to come. They fund your lifestyle. You're a man, you want a girl to come, a lady, a sugar mommy, a sugar daddy, to come and fund your life. It is your life. When you have direction and I'm going to do everything myself, there you're having accountability. You can do it again and again and again because you know the system. The way you did it first is the same way you're going to do it next. I feel like maybe I was doing this from when I started. It has come late, but it doesn't mean I won't do it. I'm here. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Genuinely speaking, I'm going to do it. How long it's going to take, I just don't care how long it's going to take. But I'm going to do it. If someone else did it, then we will do it. I will do this. And guess what? The way I'm doing it right now, it will be the same way. Maybe the video will be more terrible. And then they'll be there and they'll be watching. Right now, I'm just doing me. I'm like, it has to work. I'm doing me. That's what you're supposed to do with yourself. The times when there were no comments and you kept doing the same. This is the right time. If you go and watch, if you've watched this live, if this live ends, watch the next one. I'm telling you, you're going to learn some things. I'm doing my life experiment in real time. And I'm talking to my son and I'm talking to you because I love you. It is intentional. It is really intentional. Your friends. Okay, let me first read for you what we started with. Yeah. Shortcuts. I always say shortcuts are always wrong cuts. Shortcuts, scams, quick fixes for money feels good in the moment, but it comes with fear that never sleeps. You gain cash, you lose peace, and nothing built on dishonesty ever lasts. If you build anything on dishonesty, that I believe I've been there. Everything that I'm telling you, I've done. You cannot tell me that if you're not original, and it is you, that it will work. You live in fear. I've been there, and I live in fear, and I know at any point I'm losing it. And I knew it keeps you in fear. But now that I'm original, I'm comfortable, even minus earning nothing. But I know it will definitely work. I'm building from a scratch. Yes, I believe that. But it will definitely work. Be careful who you let shape your normal. Be careful. Who shapes your normal? Who do you watch? Who do you listen to? What is it that you read? Your friend shape what feels okay to you. If the people around you are lazy, you will become lazy without even noticing. If the people around you tell you, man, this is what we can do, we can be okay, and you're living a lazy life, and you're like, we will do that, and that will be working for us. Them days when I started live streams, yeah, and I'm doing some videos, I could look at time because I had a time frame. I'm doing this for an hour. Right now, I just don't care about the hours. Things have changed. Things have changed. And it's this journey that I'm documenting for my son and for you and for your daughters and for your sons, for them to watch, even for your nephews. And then you'll tell them it was a process. It was a process. He did this. It was a process. This is what we are talking about. Yeah, that is it. At your age, this is what I would do. Underline the word different. Of course, it is not in the thumbnail, it's not in the post that we did, but that is it that I'm talking about. At your age, this is what I'll do different. And I'm very sure at your age, you're between 25 to 44 years. Whoever is watching me, no one is beyond 50 years. That's the truth. I'm giving you my facts of life. I'm taking you through my life and I'm documenting it. I'm documenting, and there is nothing lovely. I've never felt this good. Even when I was earning over $5,000, and now that I earn 0 pennies, but I feel good that I'm sharing something that is going to be there for the longest period of time, that my son will relate. You will relate. Your friends shape you. Let me take you back. I told you I'll be reading this. Your friends shape what feels okay to you. If the people around you are lazy, you will become lazy without even noticing. If you push, you will grow without even trying. If you push, you grow even without trying. Choose the people who challenge you, not the people who just make you comfortable. Don't waste your youth thinking you have forever. Don't think you have your youth forever, man. That's what I thought. I thought things would be okay with me. I was like, everything will be perfect. I felt like this is how things are supposed to be moving. Now that I have responsibility and now I'm supposed to do some things, now I feel like, no, I'm supposed to do things differently. I'm telling you, whatever we've done from when this podcast started, from when we started up there, everything, I'm now doing the things I would have been doing in my 20s. Now I'm like, I'm supposed to try this. I'm supposed to take risks. I'm supposed to do experiments, whether it works or it doesn't work. I want to see what is it that is going to work, and whatever works for me, I'm going to stick in there. You have the opportunity right now. Whether you're my age, whether you're older than me, these are the risks you're supposed to take. Right now, people wouldn't be getting it, but it is me. This is Luze Andrew Anderson. Then you'll be bringing up these videos, just like how I was people are bringing up the videos I used to do 15 years to 12 years ago. Now they are the videos training right now. Now this is what I'm doing. I want them to train in the time when it is right. We are broke because we are looking for today's stability. We are looking for today's rent. We are looking for today's survival. We are looking for the things that can make us survive right now. The rich are not looking for survival today. They are looking at the future. That's why they do things in 10 years, in 20 years to come, in 30 years to come, in 50 years to come. That's why they get land leases, because they are not working for today. They are working for tomorrow. So we are broke because we want what, entertains us right now. What is it that where I can get money right now and I get an iPhone 17? That's what we are looking for right now. That's not what we are supposed to be doing right now. We are supposed to look there. I thank God that right now I'm not doing content for me to earn right now. I'm doing content for my son to grow up when he is 30, man. I'm doing this content for my son to benefit when he is 20 years. Right now he's 4 years. So I'm not doing this for now. I'm doing it for the future. And then he will watch and he will say, Daddy was special. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, man. Me, I'm living my son's future right now. And there are things that I want to correct right now. I want to correct these things right now, because if I don't correct them right now, it will be very hard for them to correct. At least he will watch the videos. Even if he's going an extra channel, he will go back and he will watch and he'll be like, no, Daddy wouldn't do this. Don't waste. I'm repeating as we go on the second phase. Don't waste your youth thinking that you have it forever. These years are not for flexing. They are for building something that will change your mother's life one day. Life doesn't care how hard you tried. It only rewards what you actually finished. Oh my goodness. Life doesn't reward. Listen. Life. Time doesn't care how hard you tried. It only rewards what you actually finished. Every day you waste makes tomorrow heavier to carry. I've learned those things at this age. Oh my goodness, it's scared. But we will not live to tell our sons and daughters that, we failed because of these reasons. It rewards what we did. Right now, this is what I do, man. I don't care how many views I get on a video. Give it time. Give it time. You will watch it again. And you will see how special this was. Because I'm not building for now. That is the truth. And thank the Creator, whatever you call His name, that I don't care what right now brings. I care to what is going to be coming. And then years later, they would watch the same content. And they will be, he was saying the truth. My son will be there. Maybe I would have gotten grandsons. And these videos will be there. And they will be proud of their dad. Not because of the interviews he did, not because of how popular he was, but because of the things that he said. So it is intentional. Let me keep reading for you something. Listen, let's go back. Stop trying to look rich. Try to become free. Freedom isn't clothes. Freedom isn't parties. Freedom is owning nobody anything. Freedom is peace, and peace is only comes from discipline. Don't ignore tomorrow. Where you're living today, hard times will come, so will opportunities. And if you're not ready for either, life will humble you and always won't regret. A man with nothing served as a man who is always afraid. Wherever you do or whatever you do, don't lose your belief in yourself. People will doubt you. Yes. Life will taste you harder than you expect. Yes. Things won't go the way you planned them. Yes. But the moment you stop believing in yourself, you lose everything that matters. Yes. Brother, sister, nobody is coming to save us. Yes. Not luck, non people, non time. It's you. Your choices, your discipline, your quiet consistency when nobody is watching. You will feel pain either way. The pain of discipline now, or the pain of regret later. The regret is the heaviest thing a man can carry. Choose wisely. I got you. I got you. For the people who followed this live stream from when we started, you will understand what we are talking about. And we are not forcing anyone to either subscribe or hit the notification button that each time we come through, you're among the first people to be watching. I'm doing this again, I'll do it at night. Right now, I'm not looking for funds, I'm not looking for revenue, I don't want to make money. No, I've changed the narrative because I've done it for a long period of time, 15 years, man. And I wanted to keep archive for the longest period. Then I reached a moment I want to make money. Now it is beyond that. Now I want my son to grow up, to watch the things I'm telling him. I've been in all those and I'm working in some of these and I'm seeing where I'm going. In all that period that I've told you, I've lost all my streams of income because I was doing things wrongly. Now that I'm doing them right, you will not tell me that I will go wrong. Do the right thing. It might not pay off now, but it will definitely pay off. And when it pays off, it will pay awesomely. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You could not know the topic what we were talking about. Let's go back to it. That is it. At your age, this is what I would do differently. Underline differently, which is not in that thumbnail. I have been there. I have done it. There is nothing you can lie me about it. Thank the Creator that right now we can leave our archives behind. I'm leaving this behind for my son, for my great sons, for you, and for me. Because each time I'm talking, you always see me with a pencil. Because I'm also taking notes. Because the more I keep talking, new things start coming through. And I keep writing, I keep learning. It really, really hurts. Now, let me tell you, son, this is to you, son, Tyler, my firstborn, my first son, my first kid. As I did this video, I didn't do this video because I love you so much or because I like you so much. I did this video because I want you, when you grow up, to watch and know and listen to your elders. When I was growing up, my elders, we thought whatever they were telling us maybe wasn't right. We thought maybe we were brighter. When growing up, I noticed whatever was coming in was really true, whatever they were telling us. I know you right now have AI and you have Alexa, whom you could ask everything. But me, I'm a human being who is talking to you. And everything you've watched in this video, I'm telling you, I'm going through the same process. Some of the things I've gone through, and I'm making changes. My son Tyler, please, whatever I've said in this video, take it. I could make a different video where I would earn a lot of money. But instead of choosing money, I chose you and I chose the people who watch me. And I was like, that's the direction I'm going into. I wanted to build a community, the people who will grow with you, the people who will grow with me. The community I want to build is that, when they give birth, when they get kids, you will grow with those kids and they will know your dad was always online. And I know you'll be telling them great things because you would have gotten the inspiration from your dad. But they would also have gotten inspiration from their moms and their dads, whether they are single moms or single dads. They'll be like, your dad was there before. And by that time, of course, your flex will be like, my dad was there and now I'm here. You can watch that video and I'm the same on the same platform now. I did it intentionally. And by this time of the year, it was 29th of the 17th month of 2026. We did not have any stream of income. We were broke. I didn't know whether I would pay your school fees, your tuition. I didn't know whether I would pay. But I was believing and I thought that, I would do this. I had a shortcut to make all this disappear. I didn't go for a shortcut. I was like, let me do what feels right. And I did this for you and your generation and for the generation of the people who are watching me, that when they watch this video from when it started to when it ended, they will get something. I did it for you, man. I did it for you guys. He's my son right now. He's the one doing the videos now. Maybe now he has clipped me out and now he's talking. I just planned ahead. Not because we were perfect, not because there were a lot of viewers. By the time this video was live, at this time we were only 3 people watching and we didn't have any comment. We had 0 comment. We had 0 comment and we had talked for 1 hour and 9 minutes. We had 0 comment. People came, watched, and left. But I know I'm doing it for you. I'm not doing it for now, I'm doing it for the future. But I just chose that path because I knew what I would do and I could earn a lot of money in one day. But I chose this for you and for your friends and for the you guys who watch me. It hurts, I know. But guess what? For the Luganda speaking people, we have our channel. Yeah, yeah. We have BCM2. We'll be doing local content. We'll be doing local interviews. This is Breaking Story. We'll be doing everything there. Local content, local interviews, people you can relate to. BCM2 is going to be starting off that starting today. Yeah, we are going to be doing something for you. Then we have Single Dirt. Yeah, the channel is going to be called Luze Anderson Tyler Jr. Yeah, it is also going to start maybe today also. That is like breaking news. All those are going to be happening today. That's why I tell you I'm doing things, I'm experimenting. It is hard. We are experimenting, and maybe I'm talking about that channel. And right now, maybe it's not doing nothing. And in the future, we don't know what the future holds. Luze Andrew Anderson is my name. I've been super excited being here and talking to you guys. I just hope. If you're having a son, if you're having a daughter, give them this video. Let them watch it. Let them watch it. There is a lot to learn. Me, I'm running my personal life experience with me. Everything that I say, it relates with me. So if it relates with me and I'm not telling you stories, you'll be watching everything as it evolves. If I did 15 years, oh my goodness, why can't I do 18 years with my son? And now it is about us. And it is educational. You're learning something, man. Let me call it a wrap for now. I love you guys. Luze Andrew Anderson is my name. Maybe I'll be putting up some videos here and there. We are starting afresh. I'm starting afresh. I've started afresh 3 times. But this, it has really tested me. Yeah, it has really tested me. It has really, really, really tested me. And I love it that I'm documenting it from the start. That 10 years later, we'll be looking at the past. And that will be the most special thing. You will put up your comments. That's my WhatsApp number. That is my TikTok. Let's catch up. Luze Andrew Anderson is my name. I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I'm looking forward to seeing my son seated in the same chair and he's talking to you. It will be very beautiful. I look upon that time. Today was the 29th of the 7th month, 2026. With Luze Andrew Anderson, still young. Yeah, still young. And we are doing this for the future. Until when we catch up, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I wish you could watch this video from when it started. You will love it. It is for our kids, it is for this generation.